Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Monster Hunter 2 Freedom Night. I'm K8161 and this is Monster Hunter. Alright, this time we're gonna be this is a cleanup episode kind of. I'm gonna be hunting the rest of the drones. You've already seen me fight the gear drone in the you can, if you want to see that fight, you can go back to the introduction video. It's in the quest. It's in the intro to quest. It's in the introduction quest video. But anyway, the rest of this video is just taking out the rest of the drones. Specifically the Dromes, Velocidrome, Gendrome, and Eodrome. Now, the thing is with these drones is, you'll notice that I'm fighting ones are high rank, not G rank like I normally would be. The reason being is, there are no such thing as G rank drones. They literally got rid of them for G rank because they're so pathetically weak. So I'm going to be fighting high rank drones, which means I'm going to destroy them. Absolutely destroy them. And cutscene in about 3, 2, 1, and right about now. Alright, first up we have up here is the Drome. The Drome is basically a giant bullfango, if you can't tell. It has the same attacks as it, well, it has some other attacks. It has the same basic attacks as it, where it will paw the ground 3 times, then charge at you. That's a homing attack where it will change directions before it charges. It can't change during the charge, but it will home onto your exact position until it charges, and then it will do straight in that direction. Even turning up until, like, I'd say about 6 degrees or so. It doesn't have like a 9-degree, it can't like do a complete right turn and then charge at you, but it can do a good, it does have wide bursts between its charges. Beyond that, it will also do a quick charge, but it won't paw the ground as much, and it will just charge immediately. That can be a little annoying. And the final thing it can do, which doesn't even show in the video because I killed so quick, is it can do a head shake. Basically, it will reel up and then shake its whole body. This attack damages anyone near its body. But again, it's a very small radius, so it's not that difficult to dodge. For weapon choices, anything works except for bowgun and except for the bowguns again, because I don't like them that much. Anyway, strategies for it are pretty simple. You just don't stand at its head. If you stand directly on its side or kind of like near its end, it cannot hit you. Except for the rear attack, which is pretty easy to dodge. Whenever you see it kind of rear its head up, either block with your weapons or get out of the way, just kind of back up. Like I said, it doesn't have that big of a radius, so it's not like if you take a step back, you'll be absolutely fine. Otherwise you can use the bow and arrow and just kind of stay away. For bow and arrow, be kind of careful, because from a long range away, it can be dangerous to fight it, but it's still not very hard. You just dodge attacks whenever you use it. I guess if you stay far enough away, it's pretty easy to dodge. Like I said, it can't change direction during its attack, only beforehand. So just kind of stay far enough away where you can dodge it, and you can just snipe it completely. It's not that hard at all. That's all I really have to say for the Drome. Going back to the video now. Okay, so I let my post commentary do all the talking pretty much about this monster because I kill it so freaking fast. So my commentary during the video is probably just gonna be just stuff and about general knowledge stuff, and then when my post commentary talk about the monsters themselves. Simply because I kill them so fast and they're such simple monsters. Literally, watch this. This thing's already dead. No, one more hit it is. Okay, 2 more hits. See, that was it. So yeah, pretty freaking easy. What else was I gonna say? I had a couple of other things to talk about. Oh yeah, that's right. If my playing style during this video looks kind of awkward and looks like I'm being like an idiot when I'm playing with it, there's a reason for that. I was sick when I recorded this. In my stuffed up mind full of mucus, it was a good idea to play Monster Hunter when I was sick. And it also made sense to watch Nintendo Capri-Sun playing Mario 64, I think, while doing this as well. So, I wasn't exactly in top performance. Yeah. That's not really an excuse, but that kinda is one, I guess. Anyway, that was the first monster, and now we're gonna move on to the next one. There's gotta be something else. Okay, I guess we can talk about that quick since I don't want to interrupt it later. The Drome is the only one that's gonna have like an intro video for is gonna have it's the only one in this video who's gonna have an introduction video. The other ones will also have the PDF, still all have the
stat screens and show all the move and talk about them stuff, but the other ones won't have intro videos. The reason being is that the only other drum that actually has an intro video is the Velocity, the next one, and I forgot to record that unfortunately, and I don't feel like going back and recording it simply for the Velocity. I have all the introductions actually already recorded, so I can just go get that video and edit it into the video file instead of having to record it differently for every monster. It's a lot easier for me that way. But isn't that important? If you want to go see it, you can look up on YouTube. And the other dromes, the Gendrome and the Eodrome, don't even have introduction videos. That's how redundant they got. And that went by so fast I never talked about my equipment. I checked around here just to see if there was a single Velocidrome, but there's only a double, so I have to do it. The thing with devil monsters is that don't fight that much with devil monsters. The HP is about half for every monster. It's not like it's actually hunting like two of them. It's more like hunting two halves, which kind of make a whole. I'm not exactly sure on the logic of how doubles are difficult. I know obviously if both of them are in the same place, are in the same spot at the same time, it's hell, because fighting two big monsters at once is ridiculously hard. Beyond that, I think, don't quote me on this, I think it has something to do with how many rage modes they get, because I think there's a stage where the monsters go into continuous rage modes. And I think it happens when you get rid of about a percentage of their HP. I'm not sure exactly if that's how it works, but I think that might be something else to do with it. Nothing major, by the way. And I'm going to shut up now so I can talk about the Velocidrome.
Alright, next up on the hit list is the Velocidrome. The Velocidrome, honestly, if you look at it from an ability standpoint, is the weakest of the dromes. And yes, I know the picture's kind of cut off. Blame Weiser for that. He's the one that does all this editing and stuff. Link in the description again. Big shout out and thanks to him. I did the basic stuff, but he made it look this cool. Because mine looked honestly kind of stupid beforehand, before he messed with it. So anyway, for the Velocidrome, like I said, it's probably the weakest in terms of abilities. Overall, it's technically the strongest simply because it has more health. They made it artificially stronger than the Geodrome. They just gave it more health so it can take more hits, and it has more chances to hit you. But beyond that, it's actually probably weaker, simply because it doesn't have an element. All it can do is regular, like, raptor type attacks. It will jump at you, it will take a bite at you. It can also take a big bite where it will take a step back and then chomp at you, which does more damage, but beyond that, not much else. It's really simple enemy, nothing else to say. It's like fighting a big prey type. Big prey. It's like fighting a small raptor with a lot of HP. That's all I can really say about it. It's a very simple enemy. It's weak to thunder, like the Bodrome, and as the strategies, anything really works. Like I said, it's like hunting a raptor with a lot of HP. Just kind of roll onto the sides. Don't let it stay too far in front of you, otherwise it will jump or bite at you. Otherwise you can just block and start stabbing with like a lance or something, or slashing at it. Bow works okay. Bow works pretty good if you stay far enough away and roll onto the sides enough. Anything works. It's like I said, it's a very weak monster. Like all the drones really are. Not much else to say about it.
And I'm back. Okay, so you just heard about it. This thing's easy. It's not hard. It's honestly pathetic. But I guess I should talk about what I'm wearing actually now finally, because I never showed off my equipment in the beginning of this episode, which I should have. Why is my throat so sore? I really hope I'm not getting sick again. Because I recorded this like a month and a half ago, and I finally got on to editing it because I have had so much stuff to do. So if I'm getting sick again, I'm gonna be pissed. And before I talk about what equipment I'm using, I want to talk about what happens here, because this is a stupid mistake on my part that I made that you should never, and that a hunter should always be aware of. I did not bring Psycho Serums. Psycho Serums are a drug which you can buy from the old lady with a backpack near the shop. That give you the position of the monster, even if you don't have a map or they're not paintballed. So it will show you the position for a few seconds, and then you can go and find them. I did not bring any in since I don't know the route of this monster that well. I kind of get lost for a little bit. Basically, monsters always spawn in the same areas, and they move along a distinct path. Usually, it's only about 2 or 3 different ones. So if you hunt as much as I do, you can usually find monsters without even using a Psycho Serum, but I don't hunt drones that much, so I have never needed them, so I don't know them that well, and I needed a Psycho Serum here, which I did not have, unfortunately. Okay, finally about my equipment. I'm wearing the Ankator Blade Master set, which raises my affinity. For those of you who don't know, affinity is kind of like a critical hit ratio. The higher percent affinity a weapon has, the greater the chance that you will do extra damage during a hit. Right now I have a 20 plus infinity, meaning in addition to 1 out of every 5 times I'm doing extra damage with my sword swing, which is awesome. And the sword I'm using right now is the Wailing Cleaver, which is a thunder long type sword. It has white sharpness regularly, but the Ankator armor also increases that. And there you see an example of me being sick, because the Velocidrome is right there, and it takes me about 10 to 15 seconds to realize, hey, there's a monster behind me. I should go hunt that. Whatever. And then I got twisted around and I couldn't see it for a few seconds. I got lost in a small area. Yeah. And yeah, I'm not sure if there's anything else I can really talk about at this point. That's pretty much all I really wanted to say at the moment. I guess I was gonna say sorry if I sound funny right now too. I'm not sick at this point, at least I don't think I am. But what I did have to do is get cavities filled today. I had to go to the dentist, and my mouth is still a little bit numb from the anesthetic. And that's something I should go on a rant about. This is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. I have not had a cavity in over 8 years. 8 years of perfectly healthy teeth, and I brush religiously. I brush 2 times every day at least, and I floss. And yet suddenly my dentist about a month ago told me I had 2 cavities. What? And there I just killed the last Velocidrome. And so I'm really confused. How the hell did I get 2 cavities all of a sudden? I haven't changed my eating habit. If anything, I've gotten healthier. I haven't drank as much soda as I normally do. So how did I get 2 cavities? Oh, and here I teabagged the Velocidrome because I couldn't find him for a little bit, so I was irritated. Now in a little bit, I'm gonna cut ahead simply because there was some stuff I had to do outside of like actually hunting the monsters that I wanted to do. So, and I didn't feel like showing that to you, so I'll cut ahead after I finish getting all my money and my points and stuff. And here I am just showing off some of the gestures because I felt like being funny. There's not much else really to do in between the minute that you kill the last monster and you go back to the village except for Carve, which takes about 10 seconds. I have no idea why they gave you that much time. I guess sometimes it can be useful, but for the most part, you don't need that much time. Whatever. So I guess we'll see you when we fight the next monster. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's a little slow here because I was preoccupied and stuff. And you notice there, I took one item from the Velocidrome. That was a Screamer. Screamers are helpful even when you're at G rank because they can be used to make sonic bombs, which are very helpful for certain monsters. So you always want to keep a steady supply of those around here. And right now, I'll see you with the next monster. I completely forgot about that part. Huh. Oh yeah. Guess one other thing. Here we have the shortest Velocidrome I've ever seen. You have a log that keeps track of the shortest and longest monster you've ever met of each species. So that time right there was the shortest Velocidrome I've ever fought. At least one of those two were. And now I finally show off my equipment, Wailing Cleaver, my Ankator stuff. Funny thing is, I chose the wrong weapon for this hunt. The Wailing Cleaver is not the next monster's weakness. The next monster is actually weak to water or ice. The Wailing Cleaver is thunder element. Yeah. I'm just gonna say I'm sick and leave it at that. I was sick and I'll leave it at that. Anyway, next up we're hunting the Gendrome in the desert. The desert is an interesting place. I think it's one of the first introductions of day and night cycles having 2 different elements. In the daytime, this place is hot, as several hot areas like the one I'm in right now. And while you're in here, unless you have a cool drinking effect, your health will slowly drain away until you die. And so you need to keep a cool drink on you to keep the effects going. At night, however, all these areas are cool areas, much like on the mountaintop in the snowy hills. So unless you have a hot drink, your stamina will drain really quickly. Quite a conundrum. I actually find that kind of I find that cool how they added that feature in, because that's how deserts work. They're really, really hot in the daytime, and then they're super, super cold in the nighttime a lot of times. A desert actually doesn't even have to be hot. A desert is defined as an area that gets less than... I'm not exactly sure how much it is. I want to say less than an inch of rain a year. That's what defines a desert. It can be hot or cold as much as you want. Like all the tundra stuff, that's technically a desert. It doesn't get that much rain. So that's kind of interesting, but... Anyway, that's a neat little environmental feature they implemented in this game. The desert is different during the day and night, so they made it different during the day and the night. Which I think is pretty cool, and I have never left enough time to talk about the Gendrome. Shit.
Next up is the Gendrome. The Gendrome, like I said, probably ability standpoint, is probably the most dangerous, because it's the only one whose status element cannot be negated by an item. You have to wear an armor to negate it if you want to. Though usually usually you don't want to go through the trouble, because not that many monsters can actually inflict status ailments. It's pretty rare, which is nice, because if a lot of them could, it'd be annoying as hell to fight. Because, like I said, status ailment, the only thing you can do to negate it is armor set, whatever. Thankfully, the Gendrome doesn't appear that much, mostly by itself. It does appear alongside a few big monsters, but it's very rare. It does not happen that often. Its weakness is water or ice, either or works. I think one's stronger than the other, but I don't remember which one. I could be completely wrong with that. I'm not an expert on this. This is just my honest opinion. Same strategies work as for the Velociraptor because it doesn't spit anything, like the Geodrome or the next monster, the Eodrome. Eodrome, I think that's how it's pronounced. It doesn't spit anything. It just has the regular raptor attacks. But if it hits you with its jump attack, it will sometimes paralyze you. One thing I probably should have changed was the bow and arrow from great to good, simply because you don't want to take the risk of being so far away that it can get an easy jump attack and paralyze you. But anything, it's still not a bad idea. It's still really easy to hunt with a bow and arrow. It's just not as good as the other weapons, so I probably should have changed that, but I forgot to. Whatever, still not a hard monster. Nothing else to say about it. Next.
Alright, now I'm back. And you hear this bitch is a bit of an annoyance, and he is he's not terrible, especially since he's high rank, but he can be annoying. Now up here I cut ahead a little bit because again I didn't bring cycle serums. I know, stupid. And I get stuck looking for this other Gendrome for 10 frickin' minutes. Annoying as hell ass thing, and it pissed me off a little bit. So I don't forget where exactly I cut. I edited this a little while ago, and I've just been getting back to the project to do the voiceover. We'll see. Oh, there. It skipped ahead suddenly. I didn't realize that it was going to. So I found the Gendrome in this little cave over here. Again, I don't hunt them that much, so I didn't know where else to find it. Probably should have looked at here first, though. This is where you would actually first meet the Gendrome, I think. And there he is after roughly 10 minutes of searching. No, less than that. It was so about 7 minutes, I guess. Whatever, still an annoyance. Slash and dash. Slice, cut, up, down. Left, right, left, up, down. Wait, how'd that go? Up, down. Left, right, left, up. How'd that go, damn it? I don't know, I never played that many early Konami games, so I never had a need for the Konami code. Up, left, down, left, right, A, B, A. No. Up, down, left, right, A, B. I think I'm right until the A, B part. I think it's either A, B, B, or A, B. I think it's... I have no idea. And here you see me teabagging this thing again because I was pissed off. And I don't really have anything else to say. I actually cut ahead here because the RA from my floor came in, and so I kind of left this on for like an extra 5 minutes, so it would just be the timer and slowly draining away and like me getting all my money at like a snail's pace. So yeah, I cut ahead. I'm not sure. I forget exactly where I cut ahead. I think I cut ahead after I said the quest complete screen. I think that was about it. Yeah, we'll soon find out. Anyway, we have one more drome to fight, and then we will be done with this video. And I have nothing to say, and I did nothing because I just kind of was bored there for the last minute. That's usually what happens. Usually don't do much stuff at the end of the minute. There we go. I didn't even get the supply items. I always find that funny how they say supply items return when a lot of the times they don't even use them during the high rank and G rank quests. Yep, there we go. Final monster. Eodrome. Yes, that is actually an I, that is not an L, like I used to always think. It's actually an I, so it's pronounced Eo, I believe. I could be wrong on that. Anyway, same equipment as always. I never changed out of this armor and weapon. Didn't really make much of a difference, but I probably should have used the water and or ice weapon against the Gendrome just to show its weakness. Anyway, now we are in the swamp. The swamp is another area that is different depending on the day or the night. During the day, it is a raining place that doesn't have any really special effects on the outside. Doesn't have nothing really special on the outside in this area right here. However, during the night, as it is right now, pools of poison pop up. So you need to be careful and bring antidotes when you fight here, because there will be poison pools that you can get easily pushed into, and then it will slowly drain your HP. The other thing with the swamp, which I often forget, is that there are actually cold areas. As you notice, that I spawn inside a cave, which is a cold area, and will drain your stamina, like on the mountaintop. I always forget that's there, and I never bring hot drinks, even though I know I should. It's kind of stupid, but whatever. There's actually a cold place like that in the desert. There's a cave system that is always cold, day or night. And your stamina will drain there if you are not careful. The funny thing is, you can have a hot drink and a cold drink activated at the same time, and they do not negate each other. You can literally have both of the effects happen at the same time, and you're not affected by either status. It's kind of freaky. Anyway, now we meet the Drome, and I will shut up for a second and let myself talk about it.
Alright, the final Drome. Why is there an extra T in shit? Whatever. Ignore the extra T in the bio. I'm not sure why that's there. I don't remember it being there. Well, anyway, the Drome is the final one. The Drome, artificially is the strongest. Like I said, it just has a lot more HP than most of the other dromes. I think it does, at least. That's how I remember it being. But in terms of ability-wise, it's probably actually the third weakest, only above the Velocidrome, simply because the Velocidrome has no element. The Drome will spit poison, just kind of like the Drome spits ice, so it can poison you. But poison is not a huge issue. It only does slowly sap away your HP for a period of time. Not a huge issue. You can negate it with an antidote if you want, but even if you don't get hit, it isn't a big deal because it doesn't drain your HP that fast, and you can just heal if you want to. The ice effect of the Drome is actually a lot more dangerous, simply because although it can be negated with an item, while you're in ice, you cannot do anything besides run and dodge and roll. You can't dodge. You can't use a sword. While you're poisoned, you can do all of that. It just you lose HP a little quicker. Again, not a big deal. Not that dangerous. It's just that it spits poison, and it's just as much HP than most of the other raptor drones. Same strategies pretty much work here and there. Bow and arrow work great because if you find a way it can't spit at you. Everything else works. It's not a hard monster. None of the drones really are. Anyway, that's the last of these bitches I gotta do. See you later. Actually, probably later this week. I'm gonna try and put up 2 of these videos because I can't record anything else. So, see you later for the next hunt. Bye.
Alright, now, here's something interesting that happens. It's a weird little glitch that can occur in this game. You see now that the Drome is in this space of the map, but when I try to fight it, I go to the next space in the map. Large monsters are able to go further in the map square than you are before warping, or moving to the next square. So he can be physically in this map square, but I will be physically unable to attack it without going to the next spot. Weird little glitch thing that I'm not sure why they have that in there. Probably just something they overlooked, probably. Whatever. I don't really know much really else to say. Just fight this bitch. Nothing else I'm going to talk about. Boom, now. I guess I should talk about that. My partner right now is a feline by the name of Nell. It was actually given to me by Hein. He gave this to me to start it off because he trained felines a lot longer than I had. I just put this. So he gave me one of his older ones while he used a different one. And I've liked Nell. He works out fine for me. I have a nice strategy for him. I'll probably show his stats actually one time just to show you what weapons he uses and what abilities he has. We'll see. I know it doesn't take much long. He's almost dead. And you actually get to see something very interesting that sets Dromes apart from other big monsters. And also the fact that they're very weak. You see here he was trying to flee. He was trying to move to a different area. Drones are the only monsters that actually walk to different areas. Most monsters either hop, fly, do something. They leave in extravagant ways and don't go the normal way, so they can kind of bypass it. And on a side note, we have a Drome here. This raises the question, can I kill a Drome in under a minute? We shall see in a few seconds. No, not a few seconds. Couple dozen. That's how it works. Whatever. So drones you can physically walk after, while other monsters you have to keep track of different ways, usually by paintball or just knowing the general direction of where they're flying. Either way works. And to answer the question, yes I can. I am way overpowered for this thing. That's another thing I guess we should talk about. Dromes you cannot hit after they're dead. You can see there that I tried to swing at the Drome after I killed it. Nothing happened. But if you hit other big monsters after they're dead, it will still count as actually hitting something. Kind of an awkward thing, but whatever. And as you saw there, I just ran into a swamp to show off the poisonous effect, but it didn't matter because you were mortal after you kill the monster that you were sent to kill, so it couldn't hurt me. Anyway, folks, that's pretty much all there is for this video. Join me next time. Next time will unfortunately be another cleanup video, but it will be a more entertaining one. I swear it's actual monsters that are actually interesting to look at and hunt. But for right now, I'm Kid161, and I will see you next time, I guess.